But I have come to a decision, and that decision to keep the Range Rover and keep it on the road. Hello and welcome to the Chris Edworthy YouTube channel. If you're new here, welcome along. This is my Range Rover L322 and I have been deciding what to do with it. I did a video the other week on whether or not I should continue to pay the road tax on this car at £735. I think it's actually gone up to £745 a year now. And is road tax pricing cars like this off the road? And I gave you a demonstration in real terms of what you can buy for £600 or £700 for road tax. You could actually get a whole nother car, and I'll put a link to that video up here. It's been quite a popular video, and I think a lot of people are in that position. Do you run an older car which is cheap to buy, you can just do the maintenance on it, maybe even look after it yourself if you're that way inclined? It was made clear to me that actually my £600 Rav4 to purchase was £400 a year to just have the road tax on it. Now, it was quite cheap to insure, which was good, but it's still £400 on a £600 car. It's crazy, but it's not going to go away. It's only going to get worse, I think. So not everyone can afford a new EV. I don't want to be driving an EV. I've had a Tesla before. I had it for 2.5 years. I did love it. But whilst these combustion engine cars are still around, diesel or petrol, I think we should be driving them. I think we should be enjoying them. I don't think they're going to be here forever. And synthetic fuels are on the way, and maybe that will be the saviour and they'll give them a longer life. But at the moment, I'm coming up to 2 years of ownership of this car, which I only plan to have as a stopgap. I sold my Tesla. I've always wanted one of these. I thought over winter I'll have a Range Rover and I will then get rid of it come spring and get something else. But I'm still here with it. But the road tax and higher insurance costs this year, I have managed to shop around and find a lower price for that, which is good news. But it is still a lot of money every single month or every single year just to put the car on the road, even if you don't have any finance payments on the car. I think it's time to go out for a drive and let's have a chat about it. So I said we were going to talk about Range Rover car tax and do I keep it or do I sell it? So let's talk turkey. It's nearly Christmas. So I've had this car for coming up 2 years and some of the bills on it, not on reliability, just on getting it on the road, are a little bit painful. But I have come to a decision, and that decision comes from the heart and rather than the head, I think, because I've chosen to keep the Range Rover and keep it on the road. And there's a few reasons really. One, driving it. It's lovely to drive, and for the money, I don't think you can beat one of these L322 Range Rovers, less than £10,000 now for a good example. And for less than £10,000, where do you get air suspension? Where do you get off-road capabilities? Where do you get seating comfortably for 5 people? A boot big enough to put bikes and stuff in for kids or haul stuff around, the seats go down. Okay, maybe a Discovery might be more practical than this. But I do also love the 4.4 litre TD V8 that's in this. It's nice and smooth, it idles at less than 1,000 RPM. It goes along the road at just over 1,000 RPM. So it's just at tick over. It's therefore pretty efficient. I mean, there's people online that have said that they get 35 to the gallon. I don't get that, I have to say, but then I'm normally in a bit of a rush. But I'm pottering along now at 45 miles an hour. I'm doing 1,100 RPM. The windscreen wipers are automatic. The windscreen is heated. I've got a heated steering wheel, heated seats. It's a bit wintry out there. I've got off-road capabilities. I can go anywhere in this car. And if I sold it, I paid £15,000 for it 2 years ago, and it's now less than 10, probably nearer 7 for this example. You know, finger in the air, I have a guess. So I have decided to keep this Range Rover. I think it's good for content. I think you guys are interested in them. I really enjoy driving it. It's great for my children. It covers every base I could ever possibly want to cover with a car. And it's been reliable. It's been dependable. And my kids love it too. They can clamber up into it. It is leather all throughout. I purposely got one with a black interior. I hunted for that because a lot of them have ivory, so that it doesn't show the marks and the scuffs so much, so I don't have to worry about it so much. It's got lots of benefits, this car. I can't see me selling it anytime soon. I can see me sitting here in 12 months' time leading up to Christmas 2025 saying, I've had this car nearly 3 years and it's now got 150,000 on the clock and it's still going strong, and these are my bills for the 12 months prior. And I bet they're not very much. And it'll be worth even less, maybe £5,000, £6,000. And for that money, what do you buy? There's nothing really. I think this is for the money, even though the road tax is a killer, and for some reason my insurance has gone up this year. It's not as much as £4,500 that I quoted in a previous video, but it is still a significant increase. I can't remember exactly what it is. And you know, the car I thought has probably replaced this isn't a Land Rover product. It's probably the Ineos Grenadier, because that is chunky. It is, I believe, on air suspension, and maybe I test drive one of those, because that would be interesting to see. Not compare it like for the new Defender or a new Range Rover, but actually compare it to one of these, because it is knobs and buttons practical. But as I understand it, they are pretty efficient. They've got strong BMW engines, they pull like a train, and they have all the characteristics of this age of Range Rover, but with the modern tech of a new car. And I quite like that about them. And of course, they're British. And I reckon that's a better comparison, comparing one of these old Range Rovers to the current lineup of Range Rovers. There is a price tag to an Ineos Grenadier that is more like a new Range Rover, but I don't think you can make a car for much less these days. And I know they're not without their problems, but they are a fledgling car company. Okay, backed by a very wealthy man and a rather large business. But I think they'll get it right. I think they'll persevere. Comment below if you'd like to see an Ineos Grenadier on the channel and do a side-by-side comparison. And don't forget, I've come up with a plan for the Rav4. The Rav4 is going. My last few videos have contained the Rav4, and they're not as popular, and I didn't buy it to make popular YouTube videos. But I did think it would be great to see if we can't go from a Rav4 to a Rolls Royce, and what you have to buy in between, making a small amount of profit, probably in the early days on cheap cars. But then if I can trade up from a £600 Rav4, anyone can trade up from a £600 Rav4 to a Rolls Royce. And what we buy along the way, buying and selling, maybe I'll go to a car auction. I've never been to a car auction. I'm going to start advertising the Rav4 over the Christmas period, and I'll bring you a video on that. And I'll sell it warts and all, show everything that's right with it, everything that's wrong with it. But it's been a good little car. I do still drive it, probably every few days, because it's quite good to go and pick up the kids. My kids like it. They clamber in the back of it. It's a proper little four-seater, so my two children are right next to each other in the back, which has its benefits and its pitfalls sometimes. But never mind, that's family life for you. But I cannot fault this Range Rover. I cannot get rid of it. So it is here to stay, and I'll be bringing you more videos on this in the coming months. Please remember to like this video if you do like it. Comment below. I do get back to everyone's comments. I have been a bit slow lately. Apologies for that, but that will improve over the next week or two. And hitting subscribe really matters. I never knew it would, but it does. But please do subscribe to the channel, hit the bell notification button. And until next time, best 4x4 by far is sticking around.